it's time for the best man speech. And he's none other than, of course, the brother of Morgan, Mr. Solomon. Say.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Saul, and I am honored and humbled to be Morgan's best man. Now, I've known Morgan for practically my whole life, 30 years. We're so close, you could say he's like a brother to me. But in all seriousness, he is actually my brother. And I know him probably better than anyone else in this room, which is why I'd like to share a few fun facts about my brother on his special day. First, he graduated magna cum laude from De La Salle University Civil Engineering, all while he was president of the Civil Engineering Society. And he didn't get that far by being naturally smart. No, he worked exceptionally hard for it. There were many mornings where I would see him hunched up on his table, studying all-nighters and just practicing his equations without any sleep, somehow without any eye bags either. And did you know that whenever he'd take a test, he would always be the first to finish, but the last to leave the room? Because he'd always be redoing the test over and over again, just maximizing his time, just to make sure that everything was absolutely perfect. He was that much of a perfectionist, really. Second, he's also a black belt in Taekwondo. Because it wasn't enough for him to be academically achieving. No, he had to be strong as well. Because not just to defend himself or stand up for himself, but to stand up for others. Because my brother was the type of person who hates it when he sees other people get bullied. In fact, back in high school and college, he was known as the bully of the bullies. So I always love him for that. Third, when I started working with him, I saw Morgan deal and negotiate with the most difficult people you've ever met. And trust me, I've actually met some people that make you wonder, who the heck raised them this way? But somehow, after hours and hours of talking and negotiation, without breaking a sweat, without losing his cool, Morgan always gets the most difficult people on his side. The man has the patience of a saint, and he is a natural problem solver, which is just another in a long, long list of reasons of why Janeena is so lucky to have Morgan. And number 4, finally, I'd like to say that my brother Morgan inspires everyone around him to be better. Because when you're around him, you feel like you gotta keep up. You feel like you gotta do better. And he always reminds you that you can, because he's always gonna stand by your side. In fact, I'd like to say that my brother is the embodiment of the roll up your sleeves attitude that makes someone great. He never gets discouraged. He goes after what he wants, and he doesn't know the meaning of the word quit. He is a fighter like no one else I know, and anyone would be lucky to have him in their corner. Now, Morgan, Janeena, there's one thing I know today, is that you'll never need a lottery ticket forever, because you've already hit the jackpot. So to the bride, to the groom, I would like to say, to a lifetime of love, happiness, and contentment. Cheers.
Very, very well said. But when, of course, when Morgan was the magna cum laude,